Hey guys, and welcome back to Westeros with Samwell Tarly. In the last part, obviously, Robert Baratheon, Renly, and Stannis' lines have died out, leaving a kind of power vacuum and a kind of succession crisis. And Lyanna's, shall we say, events haven't really helped things out. And so what has happened is, Samwell Tarly, our good Samwell Tarly, he went to King's Landing to attend the coronation of the man who people say should be the rightful next king as the grandson of Rhaegar Targaryen, Coleo Targaryen. He went to the coronation, and him and the Lord of the Vale, Jasper Aaron, were the only two Lord Paramounts to attend this coronation. And as the Septon was about to crown Coleo as the Lord and King of the Seven Kingdoms, a messenger arrived. "My lord," he said, "war has begun. There are people claiming that he cannot be king, and that a man more like Viserys Targaryen, a Faith of the Seven person, should really be the true king of the Iron Throne. This pact is being led by the man Daemon Lannister, known as the Evil, not a man maybe that most people will be very fond of, and with him he has backing him the Trident led by Edwin Tully. And in their own separate war, we also have the North, the cousin of the king, Rhaemar Stark. Maybe their family relationships, the whole Lyanna thing, it's made things a little bit of a mess, and if he dies, the king gets his lands. It's very messy, but he's also gone to war against him becoming king. He does not want to be king, and the men of the Stormlands have also risen up against the king. While Dorne has kind of been a bit fractured over recent years, so they've not really gotten involved. The king basically has de facto rule over them. But some people in the Lannister lands are not supportive of their dear Lord Paramount, including, we have here, Sumner Crackhall. He's not fun. It's an older man, obviously. We also have Castamere, Philip Hamill. Now, Hamill is a Hamill. Okay, just making sure there wasn't like a bastard line. It's not a family I really know. Sarsfield as well, led by Sarsfield family, and Ashmark, which is the Marbrand. Two of them have gout. Huh. I don't think there's a link there, but still. So some of his own people aren't even in support of him here. And I think us being with the king, we were in King's Landing with, Jasper from the Eyrie, and we both were just surprised. And so when the war was declared, the king demanded us to help him put down these rebels, and we shall. I think me being on either side would have basically tipped it either way. You can see that Damien does not have many men, even though he controls the Westerlands. So I think really this should be a win for us. But we're going to get our men together. We're going to try and put down these rebels. We've finished the coronation, though, obviously. They interrupted the coronation, and technically, maybe you might say, to them he's not the rightful king, even though he's been crowned. But he has had the coronation ceremony. But until he's put down these rebels, some people are going to doubt whether he is truly the king of Westeros. So we need to deal with this as quickly as possible. Now, if men going up there, our men should be safe on either side. We'll just get them together. We'll get quite a few together, and then we'll start kind of dividing them up and going after our main targets. Obviously, number one target, the Lannisters. But there are many smaller rebels from the Crown Lands and the Stormlands surrounding King's Landing. So we might have to go and free King's Landing, because if he's captured, his family doesn't really have much of a family. He's kind of a sad story, isn't he? He doesn't really have much of a family. But we better go to King's Landing to free him. So let's get these guys together. 18,000, well, 17,000 here. These guys will come together. Do we have our best commanders? Bodyguard? Do I need a bodyguard, my brother? We could have my brother be my bodyguard. Let's do it. You know what? Let's do it. My father's brother, he died fighting for him. So, I'm going to do the same thing. Commander. Ares Tarly. Yes, come on. You're a good commander. You're a smart man. We can't just throw you aside just because of family issues. You're going to come with me. So Samwell and Ares are going to lead the command with Caswell. So all of us have got 21. That's a pretty good front line. So we'll send them to King's Landing. The rest of the men will go to probably Casterly Rock. But these guys are going to go straight to King's Landing to free it. You're in the employ. Colin Flowers. You're a bastard son of Norcross. Okay. You're not... You've got good intrigue, actually, now I look at it. He's only got a 10. But he is a vassal. And I need to keep my vassals happy. We're fine. We don't need to bring people in. Okay, 19,000 men. Let's take them up north. This will be led by the second command. Mark, my brother, will take that with Leo Tyrell. The Tyrells will go with him. Do we really not have another person? Okay, fine. We don't have enough men to lead these two armies. Okay, so they're going up there to ease King's Landing. We've got ample tax, lots of gold for the treasury, which we'll put back into Hornhill. Okay, and at the end of this war, I'll marry my daughters off. We're going to marry at least the first daughter off matrilineally, just to make, you know, just in case. You never know what happened to my brother. Just to make sure the line is safe. That's what we'll do. Okay, I was just talking about my daughters. We'll decline. I'm not sure if I'm going to marry her matrilineally. You know, if the first daughter has a son and stuff, then it'll be okay. So I don't know. They didn't end great, did they? You know, the first daughter was kind of a bit of a disappointment. But she's at least normal. She's kind of, you know, looks like her mother. The second daughter is a bit of a crazy lass, but she's very, shall we say, diplomatic. But she's not a cunning, she's not like a cunning diplomat where she's just a crazy person, but she's very charming. And then the other sister is Gonorrhea. Yeah. That's her. That's kind of her story. So we've got 17,000 men coming at 7,000. They should be able to deal with that. I can't see a big trouble coming. 6,000 men coming there, but we should deal with it before they even get there. Good job. Okay, so we won that first battle. We need a new position already. Lord Treasurer. Florent. Join us, Florent. How about you go just straight to Casterly Rock? Deal with Casterly Rock. This traitor of the Iron Throne. He is the rightful king. The Baratheons, their main lines died out. There are Baratheons left, but the main lines have died out. So he's technically next in charge. We will control the Septon. Clap that. Would Samwell clap the High Septon in Irons? Like I say, he has been obviously educated slightly by his father. That has affected him. But, you know, he's still a gregarious, you know, temperate, brave and honest man. Yeah, I think he'd leave the High Septon be. He's not the leader of this revolt. There's no point putting the holy man in chains, is there? That's up to the king to decide. Okay, I need to take also the Lord Commander. God, the knight, the King's Guard has also betrayed us. One day. Okay, got that as well. So we captured the main kind of instigators in King's Landing. That should keep King's Landing safe. We've got 10,000 men up north. The Arryns, taken a while to come down here. Samwell was the first one on the scene. And the Lannisters are trying to escape. We'll try and catch them and cut them down in their escape attempt. We'll get a few of them, but not the Lannister men. One afternoon, your wife comes over to you and begs a private word. She asks you allowed to take one of your servant girls as her handmaiden. She says that she's become very fond of her and believes she would serve well, and the two of them would get along wonderfully. Yeah, I guess she can be your handmaiden. Who cares? Who cares who your handmaiden is? That's not a concern for me. We've got quite a few of the Trident men. They've all come into the Westerlands to protect Casterly Rock. We'll come down here and defeat the kind of the coalition of men from the Stormlands. Wildling revolt has been declared. Ugh. That's why you don't take land beyond the wall. It's just going to lead to trouble. Okay, most of the men are escaping. We're going to suffer attrition as well. A young artist working a divine icon of the mother. I pray for fertility. I mean, I do want a son. My wife's 42. I mean, there's a chance? I guess? Yeah. Okay, let's go for it, yeah. Samuel's going to pray for some fertility. We can't assault it. That's probably going to be not good news for us. Got 12,000 men here. Okay, we can. He's going to actually attack us. We'll let him attack us. I can't see any reason not to. No longer advisor. So it looks like the red wine has died. Advisor. Ashford would be a good choice. Aries Tarly, he is a very good person. You know what? For family's sake, we'll bring you on. Hopefully, we can make amends from your father. Your father was a fool, but maybe you'll be better. And so Samwell is taken to the battlefield with his kinsmen. And they're kicking ass. Look at them go. Like father, like son. There we go, perfect. Okay, so we took them down there. That was quite a big win. 19,000 men here about to attack the Arryns, come on. Be smarter in your movements. You've managed to get yourself caught there. Still building. Okay. I felt more time had gone past. 18, yeah, because they defeated that. Our percentage has gone down now. But we should be okay as long as we don't lose too many men. We got more men coming to help us here. Who's the one actually attacking? My half-brother is actually one leading the siege. Pretty good. We've got men going to King's Land. We're going to try and stop them. But it looks as though they're not going to stay there for long. We'll just round up these small groups of men. Weak claims can be pressed. I don't think we need to deal with any of that. We can now build again in Horn Hill. Patrol posts. Let's go for that. Where are you going? I don't like that big army. There's a few big armies over here. They seem to have not gone for King's Landing, which is what we expected. So let's try and go over here. Let's make sure they don't attack my lands. These are my lands. I need to protect my people. As long as they're marching through them, we've got to take them down. We've got 9,000 men here as well. But they're going to run back into the hills and mountains, which will make it difficult to catch them. Yeah, they've attacked the Marbrands there. Not good at all. Okay, we're just going to there. How about we go that way? Okay, now, on their own, they're not going to be a big problem. Big Targaryen has been defeated there. God, they're just getting around and defeating my allies. Young Mina never stops eating, always staying longer than anyone at the table. Well, what to do? I mean, I'm a temperate person. Talk to people. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm a talkative person. I'm kind of more temperate. I probably wouldn't like her getting fat, but she got fat anyway. She doesn't care. Money or fighting? She's not good with money at all. So I guess we'll go with the martial education. Even though she's a fat little girl, apparently. Give her a good education. High Septon has died anyway. See, the gods, they looked not nice upon him. They didn't look nicely upon him. Okay, we need to go and meet up with these guys to make sure none of them get defeated again. So hopefully we can unite and take down these 18,000 men. There's just men everywhere right now. We're taking down Castle Rock. He might actually be in Castle Rock. It's hard to tell. His kids and family have all gone into hiding. And his sister is married off to the Greyjoys, who decided not to help him, even though he's married to a Lannister. We'll keep an eye on them. These guys should be safe. There's no one that can really attack them with 23,000 men. We could actually assault it now. So we're going to assault. As my troops ransacked Castle Rock, they uncovered an interesting relic that Lord Joffrey had hidden away there. What is that? The lineages and history. So we found a book, basically. Send them to the dungeon. We captured Damien the Evil, who was hiding in Castle... Of course he was. Karen in Castle Rock. And he calls himself a lion. Hear me roar. Mer-like first into battle we are. That's what... You can actually imagine the little, the little soldier there taking on the lion of Castle Rock and just shooting it down with arrows. We'll let him rot for now. Maybe we could be merciful. Yeah, I think Sam would be merciful for someone of high-born birth. Yeah, let's do that. Except for you. You're a traitor, so you get to rot. That guy is just following orders. We like him. Improve a good name has been a success. Thank you very much. The war's over, though, guys. The Targaryens are king once again, and it is Coelho Targaryen. What will he do with the traitors? And hopefully he likes us because of that. We have been a loyal vassal to the king. What will happen now? We shall prevail. Oh yeah, we still have the north. I completely forgot. Well, we didn't put down these guys, so we can go take on them. We'll put me back in there. Ares and Caswell. How old is Caswell? Quite a young attack force as well. Good to see. So we can see the north are just over here. Looks like they're going to try and go back north possibly, so we'll try and catch up to them. But I completely forgot about the North Rebellion. Yeah, so us, all the people who helped before have now sided with them. The Marbrands have now sided with the North because her father died, I guess. So now her regent, the Estrons, actually support against them. It's a very odd thing. Very odd thing indeed. Well, the Lannisters are locked up. What will happen to them? What will Coelho Targaryen do to them? Shall we marry one of our children to him? I don't know, Samwell, he may have fought for him, but that's because in Samwell's mind, he is the true king. Technically, he's the rightful king. He was getting crowned, he was getting coronated. So technically, he was the true king, so we support him. But maybe marry my daughter, he's got a silly voice, we're not fond of that voice. So maybe I don't want my daughter to suffer through that. So we probably won't marry any of my daughters to him. There's always Viserys. I don't know Viserys very well. Maybe I could marry my crazy daughter to crazy Viserys. Why'd I go for betrothal? Not matrilineal. Ah, that'd have been great. He's their chief general. Really? You couldn't find someone better than crazy, fire-obsessed Viserys? Is that what happened? Oh well. I mean, he's just like he's fire-obsessed. And crazy. Not a good mixture. And looks like they're running north. Well, we're going to have to chase after them, aren't we, then? And what's going on? Yeah, this is, what's going on up north? Ah. So it looks like there's a rebellion. Finally, there's a rebellion against the Andal rule of the North. The Dreadfort War for the Kingdom of the North. But who owns the Dreadfort? Ah. Well, here we go. I thought the Boltons had possibly lost it. Let's have a quick look. Did they lose it? They did not. Okay, so her father was slain by Trent. When? About 18 years ago. Okay, so she's been the ruler for quite a long time. Jocelyn the Monstrous Bolton. Married to another Bolton. She's crazy. She's got cancer. She's only 29. Cruel, deceitful, slothful, brave, gregarious. Very interesting woman, this one. Bit of an odd nose there. I know, kind of making me think of like a sort of a female Ramsay Bolton in some way, with the torture and stuff. But she's claimed the North for her own, and a lot of people maybe are supporting her. Nope, actually, no one's supporting her, but no one's really supporting him. There's a few people, some of the Andals, I guess. Yeah, it looks like the Andals are supporting him, plus the Neck. Oh, I don't know if they're Andal. Let's have a quick look. No, they're Flint. Okay, so it looks like most of the Andals are... No, that was a different one. Yeah, Andals. So the Andals are supporting him. How many men does he have? 13, in fact, but he's fighting against the Iron Throne as well. Ooh. Personally, for me, I would prefer the Boltons to win this, just because at least they're a Northman house. I think it'd be kind of interesting. The Starks are basically gone. I'm sorry, the Starks are gone. He may have the name Stark, but we know he's not a Stark. And Lyanna is the only Stark left. So the Starks are gone. So maybe it is time for the Boltons to take over. They're a strong house of the North. You can't deny that. So she's not got any support, but a lot of people don't seem to care either way. I guess that's the way we'll put it. Okay, so the Lannisters are fighting something else as well. Right now. Stony Shore, no, that's it. Golden Tooth War for Tia's claim on the Westerlands. Okay. So some of them trying to take advantage of it, put their own person in charge. We sent a few men. We didn't send all our men, of course, because of the attrition and whatnot. We sent a few men. Bloody Flux up here. Not really what I want to be seeing. My prisoner's going to burn out his dark cell. Let him rot. He's a peasant. Peasant revolt. You know, we're not fond of that. Who's in my jail cell right now? This guy. I would like to ransom you. That is how things go with noblemen. You gotta pay the ransom, my friend. No, I'm not marrying one of my daughters to one of you crazy people. Okay, so the reach are the first men to enter the north. See, first in the battle, we are definitely living to that name. Personally for me, I'm not that fond of those house words. I don't know why, they just sound so meh compared to a lot of house words. I mean, they're growing on me. The more I've said it, the more I like it, but that shows you how much I didn't like it before, that now I think is okay. Or that I'm still not fond of it. Oh, what happened to Ares? You're back. Okay. And you're now at 23, Marshal. Very good. We're now starting to get into the proper north. Where is he? Where is this little bastard? Traitor of the realm. You're the king's cousin. How could you? Hill? That's right. I know your true form. You're actually a hill. Now, I can't see his army. They've probably gone to the... Oh, here they are. They're going up here. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to attack... Okay, so the Targaryens have landed some men there. You'll go fight them fine. They actually might win? Either one can win, actually. Who's going to win that? Oh, looks like the Iron Throne won that. We'll take Winterfell for the time being. And the Boltons now have a good chance because they've lost a lot of men. My beloved half-sister's concerned she's not married. I'll find you some... Maybe we could get you married to the king. Yeah? Karina? Let's have a quick look. There's an Estamont. Viserys. He's now gone off somewhere else. He's now working... Okay, he's now working for the Grand Master of Marine instead. And he's now the General of Marine. I wonder if he'll do it. He would. If he puts a baby in her, my daughter suddenly has someone who can claim the Iron Throne. Yeah. And he's not going to get married either way. But... Interesting. Interesting. Well, obviously, if I do matrimony, he might take on the name of his father anyway, as well to keep the line pure. Maybe I could marry her to him, just so that he has a marriage, and so he might have kids. Let's do it. Let's just see if he has kids. You know, she wants a marriage. There's no one that I particularly want to marry her to, so let's marry her off to him and see if she can have kids. So what if I want to do it matrilineal? Let's do matrimony. Let's do it. Let's do it. Marry to his sister. She wants to get married. She can have him. If they do happen to have kids, you know, even with his age, yeah, that's fine. And this brings him back to Westeros. So, you know, he's kind of safe now. Viserys, we know you've been away for a long time. This is Westeros, you know? I'm not sure if you remember. I think you were a baby. Well, you were very young. But this is Westeros. Welcome back. You're a crazy old man now. You're married to a 17-year-old. Congratulations, Corinna. I bet this is what you wanted when you asked your old brother to get you a marriage. You were probably looking forward to this, weren't you? I'm sure she was. And if they have a baby, yeah, we have someone who has a claim to the Iron Throne, possibly. And it could possibly keep his line going. So, yeah, I think it works either way. She wanted a marriage. A lot of things... I don't know what's changing on up here. Is people changing sides? Okay, Ashmark has actually now joined the North against the Dreadfort. What is Ashmark doing right now? What are this Marbrands doing? How's that going? Okay, the army's right there. I could go to attack them. We're at 30%. I think if we take Castle Rock... I mean, he probably is in Castle Rock, isn't he? And this kid, Renfred, became an incompetent... man. Not great. Not great. You didn't turn out as cool as I hoped, but still. How about you become... assemble a mercenary company. There you go. do it. The Renfred of Hornhill band. He's going to have his own little mercenary company. That kind of our own private army, let's say. We'll call it like that. But yeah, we're going to leave this part here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been NG Paradox, and we'll be back next time to finish off the north, and hopefully the king can move on from all this. He's in hiding. He's not been able to have kids because of this. Crab is the regent. I'll see you then.